time, I'm making a taco and a Doritos bag. How clever is that? I used to use this when I was in marching band a long time ago. A family friend's mother, she would make this for us, and it was a great recipe. So I just wanted to introduce this to everybody because it's so easy and fast. So why not use this, and who doesn't love Doritos? So the ingredients you do need is 1 pound of ground beef. I have that cooking over there. You also need lettuce or spinach if you want a healthy alternative, tomato, red onion, cheese, sour cream, and taco seasoning. You're all set to go. All right, well, let's get started. Now, follow me to the oven, the stovetop over here. I'm cooking my ground beef right now, and it is almost finished. Now, at this point, just follow the directions on the taco seasoning. And you'll see that you have to add water to it, so that won't be a problem. Okay, now it looks like we need to put our taco seasoning in also before it gets too brown. All you just need is 3/4 cups of water. Just measure this out real quick with your liquid measuring cup. I like to get a paradox view. Make sure I measured this correctly. Maybe just a tad bit more. Okay, go ahead and throw it in here as well as your taco mix. You'll find out that it's not as sizzling as it was before. And you can use, of course, any type of taco mix. If you prefer spicy, why not? Yum. Or mild, medium hot, whatever. Whatever you choose, whatever you prefer. Okay, so I'm just going to let this simmer real quick because you know what? We are almost finished with our recipe. I'm not even kidding. This is the most prioritized part of this taco in a bag recipe. So as college students, we like everything to be fast and quick and easy. You know, we're so busy with internships and school and everything. I mean, if you want something on the go that's delicious, I'm telling you, this is so good. So I'm going to start by cutting my favorite part, this onion. Of course, it's going to make me cry. So I'm going to go ahead and slice it up, and really just want a little bit of red onion, because all these ingredients that we're going to put in there is just your preference on how much you want in your taco bag. So really it's just your preference. There's not a specific measurement with this. So I'm literally just dicing the onions up. For my serving here. Oh my gosh, if I don't cry, that is an accomplishment, because I always do with these red onions. Now, red onions, keep in mind, are super potent, so if you do put it in the bag and you put a lot in, it might overbear everything, but the Doritos are also potent as well, so just a heads up on the onion part, because that might be a little potent right there. Okay, so that's enough red onions for one serving. Now, I'm gonna, my healthy alternative for my lettuce is using spinach. And I figured out maybe an easier way to cut spinach is literally just wrap it up. Like, just wrap up your spinach leaves, how I'm doing. And I just literally take my knife down the side, and they are just sliced up like that. I mean, it looks like lettuce leaves, like, you know, shredded lettuce that you would already see in the store. Wow, now the onions are getting to my eyes. Okay, so literally just cut down the side here. I mean, look how fast that is. Okay, so that's pretty much enough. The chopping is pretty much done. I do need to chop up just a little bit of tomato. Just a tad. This tomato is super ripe. I'm just gonna dice up enough of my preference to put into the taco bag. And I can definitely hear the sizzling of the ground beef right behind me, which I'm going to check that because you know what? We got to drain the grease. That's a super important part. If you want something lean and not super fatty, definitely drain the grease, because I know that ground beef can be really fatty if you don't drain the grease. So back over here, we have our taco seasoning in the ground beef. It is done. Smells delicious. Yeah, I'm so excited. And make sure you just smash it up So it's kind of coarse, so you can fit it into your taco bag. All right, now for the draining part, I do need the top of my pan to drain it so it doesn't get everywhere. Now, when you drain ground beef, you need to do it a little bit different in the sense of don't put it down the garbage disposal, just because it will kind of ruin the garbage disposal that way. So the easiest way, and this is what I learned when I was a little girl, is to put it into a mug, the one you don't really use a lot. Don't use this green mug a lot, and drain the grease as much as you can. But this ground beef I use is lean ground beef, so there's not a lot of grease in here, but I always just try to make sure that I'm safe. Anyway, so I'm not putting it back on the burner. I turned it off. Now the fun part begins with your Doritos. I bought nacho cheese. Literally all I'm doing, crushing my chips in the Dorito bag. Yum. This is the fun part. Crush, crush, crush. Because you're going to literally eat it out of the bag. Now, it's time to fill in our dinner. So I'm going to cut it so I can use it as a little bowl. And if you look at that, I crunched it as much as I can to make it part of dinner today for this taco in a bag. Okay, so perfect. I mean, look how cool that is. I mean, I know you don't have bread around here for your taco, but it's Doritos. So it's kind of like a taco salad in a Doritos bag. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and serve myself with my ground beef into the Doritos bag. And you can be so creative with this. I mean, if you want to make it a different way, if you want to put guacamole in there or different types of ingredients, maybe turkey beef instead of ground beef to make a healthier alternative, another healthy choice, you can do the same. So it's all up to you. All right, so for me, I'm gonna put in my red onions next, my spinach, top it off with a little tomato. Some cheese right there. I love cheese. I just used Mexi mixed cheese from the store. And of course, a dollop of sour cream, what I love so much. I mean, that is, if that's not a cool taco salad, I don't know what is. I mean, I just look how neat this is. Okay, let's ready to enjoy. And this is just a fun party pleaser as well. If you're at a party, if you want, you know, if you're trying to serve a lot of your friends or family or just having a great time with everybody, I mean, this is a great idea. It's super cheap, it's easy, it's delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and try this. I'm telling you, having these fresh ingredients also makes a difference. I mean, it's so tasty, delicious, so good. I mean, wow. All right, I mean, super delicious. So literally, if you pick up a bag of Doritos, definitely think about this recipe the next time you go to the store.